Hello there, commanders, and welcome to Total War Arena news update. And well, it isn't exactly news anymore, because when this came out, I was on my vacation, so I couldn't cover it, and then when I got back, I just never got around to it. But now I did. So, it's more like an old update, haha, but yes. Patch 4.20 are a very funny thing, funny number, almost up there with 69, which is very nice, but not quite. Now, let's get into the review. So, for people maybe who come in here later on, who have stopped playing Arena and they want to come back, and they want to revisit and review all the patches that have been implemented alongside, well, this patch is quite important because it introduces a new Gladiator faction, or new faction, Gladiators, there we go, because there's only one Gladiator faction. Gotta be 100% precise with your language. And it has a new commander. I would even say new commanders. But it is translated by Google from Chinese, so don't expect here to be like very nice English. Faction technology tree, yes, it does have one. New unit type, dual wielding swordsman. Swordsman! New type beastman. Also sword infantry and lightly armored support swordsman. But no exclamation point there. Senior unit. Scutari trainee, level 4. Hunter, level 5. Dacian gladiator, level 6. Roman felon, level 7. New map, Mount Vesuvius. New background, Mount Vesuvius. No, let me do it again. New map, Mount Vesuvius. New background, Mount Vesuvius. Also new avatar. Actually. And problem fix. One or maybe multiple. Probably multiple, but we'll see. I don't remember. Okay, new faction, Gladiator. New commander, Spartacus. There he is. Skill, Light of Glory, level 1. Make a powerful charge forward. Oh, by the way, I did Gladiator faction preview, but as I was recording it right before going on my vacation, because CA announced Gladiators will be the faction coming out literally a week before they came out, and it was one day before I was leaving on my vacation. I had literally one day to record the videos, and it wouldn't have been a problem if I also didn't have to pack and do everything else before going on my vacation. So yeah, I was really speedrunning those videos. They aren't very good. I'm not very proud of them, but it was the best I could do given the very, very limited time I had to make them. So yeah, there's that. And well, also now we can just play them in the game itself, and you can just preview them there, except you need to get to those tier 10s that I was previewing. Haha! So maybe watch my videos anyway. But Brave Fighter. Strengthen the offensiveness of this unit and enhance the defense and morale of nearby friendly forces. At an uprising, level 5. Inspire friendly forces to increase the mobility, offensiveness, defensiveness, and morale-ness of all friendly units-ness in the target-ness, area-ness, for a long period of time-ness. Yes. New commander, Krix. It's Krix. Krix sounds fun. Sounds funny. Skill, Onslaught, level 1. Attacks nearby enemies, inflicts damage to the enemy and knocks down the enemy. In the short time after this, damage caused by your own unit to the enemy will increase, and all attacks that successfully hit the enemy will knock down the enemy. Adrenal hormone soaring. That sounds very macho, let's say. Level 3. Temporarily increase movement speed, but is silenced. If the unit enters the battle before this effect expires, the unit's melee hits will be improved for a longer period of time. And then Invincible, level 5. Improve the defense and morale of your own units. The effects of this ability can be superimposed, and each enemy unit within the range of the ability's effect can have the effect of this ability superimposed once. Superimposed, it means increased, which is a superimposed. What? I wouldn't really think of superimposed as increased, but in the game I'm not a native English speaker, and it is really the first time I'm encountering such combination of two words creating a new word. Anyway, the effect of this ability can stack up to 9 times. So yeah, essentially, if you watch my videos, it is like Vengeance, pretty much, with a little bit of different effects, but it's very close to Vengeance. You can activate anytime you want, even outside of combat, but if you're out of combat for 10 seconds, which may be the same for Vengeance, maybe it's 12, maybe it was for Portes. I know they changed those abilities quite a lot, and I maybe don't remember or remember the wrong numbers, not current ones. But yeah, and the more units, enemy units, within the range of this ability, the higher the bonus, essentially. So yeah, you kind of want to be surrounded or want to fight in a large blob, which is something that happens very often, especially around points. So he's good for that. And then technology tree, 28 standard units, 4 main unit types. There it is. These are regular gladiators. Well, actually, why am I saying that to you? They'll be described down here, most likely. So let's just scroll down and see. And first they start with not the one that is on the top, but one that's in the middle, which is very logical, yes. Dual wielding swordsman. High melee attack power and charge damage. High speed, good melee defense, too good. But general charge block, like weak charge block most likely. Charge deflect. Low armor and poor blocking of long-range weapons. High risk and high return. Good at breaking through the chaotic phalanx of infantry. They do have something like against phalanx or something, but it doesn't really work. I don't know. Or it's weak. They do have surprisingly high amount of melee defense, to a point where they can take close to 0 damage, similar to Sula or Leonidas. Which isn't something you would think of when you see a naked dude without a shield. And you think, oh, I'm going to go into melee with him and I will not be able to deal damage to him because he'll just expertly parry every single of my strikes with his dual swords. Because swords are for exactly that, parrying incoming strikes. That's not what shields are for. Swords are for it, yes. Swords are better at it, actually. Yeah, so that doesn't make really sense, and they are quite overpowered in that way. They do get wrecked by missiles, though. There's that. Well, they may need to be rebalanced, but then again, we are not getting any balance changes ever. So, yeah, have fun with this overpowered unit. And then you have new unit type, Beastman. Exclamation mark. They're actual beast slayers. That's what they were called in the game files, but I think in the official release they changed the name to something else. I don't know, but not Beastman, what? I don't know, maybe animal killers and slayers, not beast slayers. I don't know, but essentially they do have bonuses against animals. Tigers aren't here because they weren't in the game at that point. But I would assume they also have bonuses against tigers, unless CA fucked up, which is also quite likely. So something to see for yourself, I guess, or maybe let me know in the comments below if you have actually figured it out. They do have high melee defense, reliable melee attack and damage, high speed, good group control skills, long range weapons have poor blocking and low armor. Yes, they're vulnerable to missiles essentially, and they have advantage against animals essentially. And then conventional unit, sword infantry. I think those are gladiators. Yes, those are gladiators. So they have 50 men in their unit. So do the beast slayers, or beastman, one man, and the dual wielding swordsman, again just one. For infantry, well, swordsman, I don't know, swordsman, whatever. All of them have 50 soldiers in their ranks, and those are just regular sword units. There's nothing too special about them other than them being at half strength, but more HP to compensate for that. Yeah, it does say high health, good speed, good long range weapon block, something that you wouldn't really expect out of gladiators, but there we go. The The armor value and defense power are extremely dependent on shields. Are they? Maybe. Don't know. Good all-round melee unit. Looks like it shows in here, and also it would be in Chinese anyway. Conventional units, lightly armored support swordsmen that don't have a picture associated with them. Lightly armored infantry with a variety of practical support skills. They aren't very practical. The thing that they have is a sling, and that sling deals awful damage. The only time it deals good damage is at tier 9, and maybe at tier 10 if the ability swapping allows for it, and I think it does. So tier 9 and 10, that sling may deal some better damage, but at the cost of, I think having fewer shots, like fewer ammunition rounds. Not very sure, don't remember exactly what's the case there, but either way, they are weak. All the other 3 unit types are much better. These guys, not recommended. So yeah, morale is slightly lower, mobile and flexible, capable of fighting independently. The speed is similar to that of the barbarians. The attack power is not as good, but the defense power is higher. The thing these units have going for them is the cover ability, or shield cover. Essentially, it increases their missile block chance, and also all the other units that are within them. So it is like an AoE, but the AoE is very, very small. And you need to be like 50% of your unit inside their unit to get it. So not very practical for ranges, for example. It wouldn't work. But I guess when you're fighting in a blob, it helps. So yeah, there we go. And none of you like to blob. Brand new advanced gladiator units. So yeah, here we are at premium units now. Scutari trainee, level 4 sword infantry. Yes, good all-round unit. Who's trained by long-range weapons, strong in low-level range. It's just a gladiator unit, just like these ones. These ones, no, not these. I don't know. Like they have first, second, third, fourth. Why? Why couldn't you just go from the top as it is? God damn it. Yeah, just confusing. Yeah, they're just as gladiators. And then Hunter, level 5 Beastman. So they will be just like Beastman. High defense, high speed, can fight on hard terrain, without slowing down enemy units. Level 7 Beast Tamer mercenary unit can be unlocked. From level 5? What? You sure about that? I don't think so. Maybe they slipped. False advertising. Or maybe they are correct. And I am wrong. Dacian Gladiator, level 6 Sickle Infantry. Hahaha, it is a sickle, I guess, kinda. Gladiators equipped with sickle type weapons, coupled with their unique unit attributes, are very good at jungle warfare. The attack power is high, but the long range weapon armor and the long range weapon block are poor. Fast and very agile. They're essentially gladiator folksmen. There's 50 of them instead of 100 as in barbarian factions, but they're still folksmen. So there we go. Roman Felon, which is dual sword. A level 7 dual wielding swordsman. Swordsman. Dual wielding swordsman this time around. That can be used earlier. Fast speed, high damage output potential, strongly resistant by long range. You said no. Yeah, they cannot be used earlier, they can be used at the same tier. So, what the hell are you on about? And then new map, Mount Vesuvius. Now we are talking the good shit. I think Mount Vesuvius, after reviewing it and now playing it multiple times, it is a very, very good map. First of all, it's just balanced. Like, not one team has advantage over the other, which is the case with a lot of maps in Arena, where one team just, you know, slight advantages here and there, but that adds up. Like, for example, a healing zone is better protected by a rock or a building that blocks the view of it or access to it, while the same isn't true for the same healing zone on the other side, for the respective healing zone for the other side. So yeah, not here. This map is really, really well balanced. There is like one nitpick where one side has like a small advantage, but it's so small, so negligible that yeah, it's pretty much perfectly balanced, perfectly symmetrical. It's a really good map. I hope there will be more like it in the future. New Vesuvius theme background, also really cool if you like to listen to volcano noises in the background. I prefer my Roman unit, and instead of sparks and ash falling down the sky, I prefer rose petals. There we go. I think it is a really pleasing aesthetic, but to each their own. This one is for free, everybody gets it. If you want, use it. And then new avatars, which you would need to pay, I think, 300 gold for. If that's something you want, that's a cosmetic, go for it. Problem fix. Well, it is actually just one fix. I am, at the same time, impressed and disappointed. Fixed an issue where the wrong user robot player was displayed in the MVP part of the battle result after the medal reward points function was added. Yeah, that's still bugged. Sometimes people are on the top of the scoreboard and are in the MVP and the other way around. Yeah, it's still broken. So you haven't fixed that problem. So that adds even more to me being impressed and disappointed at the same time. Well, that is a perfect conclusion for this. If you want to check out Gladiators, they are in the game for quite some time right now. There's also plenty of videos of me playing Gladiators and featuring them in various forms. Just go and check them out. See you there, and on Arena's Battlefields, Commanders.